If you get sick or injured, you may need to take some time off work, and there are ways to do it. Jake Lee is here from Summit Disability Law Group and the Utah Social Security Disability Handbook. That's what you wrote. And I want to start by saying, how do you know if you have a case at the very beginning?
That is a great question. There's two keys to pay attention to. The first one is you have to be paying into the system long enough to even be able to make a claim. So what does that mean? Well, when you get your paycheck, there's a FICA tax that's been taken out of there, and you have to been paying in for 5 out of the last 10 years. Okay, that's the key. The second one is do you have an injury or an illness that's going to keep you out of work for at least 12 months? Now, that doesn't mean you have to wait 12 months to make a claim. You just have to show you're going to be out of work for that much time.
So what kind of conditions qualify for this?
Yeah. It's really hard to name them all. It's kind of impossible,
Sure.
But it's really anything that's going to keep you out of work for 12 months. So to give an example, we see things all the time like cancer, ALS, multiple sclerosis, epilepsy, spine conditions, but the key is anything that's going to keep you out of work for 12 months or more.
Well, even though that list could be really, really long, what if I don't have one of those things?
Right. The administration is not so concerned with your condition as they are what it keeps you from doing. Do you have a walking limitation? Do you have a sitting limitation? A lifting limitation? Those are the kinds of things you do at work. So if you have limitations on the things that you need to be able to do at work, you need to talk to somebody about setting up a claim.
So is this a complicated process?
You know, it is kind of a complicated process, and there's some big mistakes to watch out for. The big one, the first one I always tell people is you're going to be denied a few times before you have a real chance at getting benefits.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one is you have to pay attention to what you're doing. You can't exaggerate. You can't exaggerate your past work. You can't exaggerate your disability. The third one I tell people is just because your doctor says that you're disabled, that doesn't mean that's going to be enough to get you benefits. You have to meet all the parts of the legal test. And the last thing I tell people is you've got to be getting medical treatment. If it's not in your records, it didn't happen.
Do you outline all of these things in your book?
Yes, all these things are in the book, and it's free to the public, so everybody can get access to it. Yep.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so your firm, what is your firm, and what do you do at your firm?
We are Summit Disability Law Group, and we focus on disabled workers. When you get in a situation like this, the big questions people are asking are, how am I going to put food on the table? How am I going to pay for medical care when I don't have health insurance anymore? And when you can't find answers to those questions, it's pretty frustrating. So we focus on helping people answer those questions. It's not about us, my attorneys, or my staff. It's about helping people find answers to those questions. And it's about them, their lives, their families, their work, and finding a place of financial stability for them.
Well, what a scary place for them to be in. I bet your job is rewarding when you help someone like that.
It's exciting. It's really exciting.
All right, so how do we get more information from you?
So if you go to UtahDisabilityBook.com, you can get access to the book, and they'll send it to you for free. When I say they, I mean us.
Yeah, you do.
That's
you personally
right.
do.
We do it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet
having
you.
us.
A lot to get through, and you've made it a little bit more clear for me.
We
for
hope
sure.
so.
Thank you so much. Emily, Glenn,